Hello, you're watching Kel67 Gaming, and we're in February now,
Yes,
which can only mean one thing.
it's a month in games.
It certainly is. So January always a bit of a hectic month, game playing wise, because you always get loads for Christmas that you have to catch up on. Where do we start? We'll start where we always start.
Yes, I think we should.
So what did you pick for me to play last?
Well, for last month, I chose for you Star Wars Squadrons.
You absolutely did, and it's a game that I wanted to play anyway, so I was quite pleased about that. And well, I played it, so we'll show a little bit of that, and you'll see how great or otherwise I am. So I played this game that you asked me to play.
Yes. How did you find it?
Do you know, the hardest thing for me to do was to bother myself setting up the VR again, because we don't have it set up usually.
No.
But once I got it set up and got the old VR helmet on, it was absolutely brilliant. First thing, because obviously I'd already played the X-Wing mission from Battlefront
1.
So for me, I mean, this bit's great being in an X-Wing and what have you. But very first mission, sat me in a TIE fighter. Oh, that was brilliant, absolutely outstanding. And then you can see, obviously, spoiler alert, character's left the Empire and is now helping the Rebel Alliance. Let's see. What a great shot I am here, just taking out this whatever it is. Can't even see where I'm going at this point through all the carnage that I'm creating. But yeah, it's a brilliant game. It's kind of everything that I thought it was going to be. Obviously there'll be people that expected more out of it than it could possibly have delivered, but I just wanted a full game experience of that X-Wing mission from Battlefront, and that's exactly what I got. Although you can see here I'm not very good at slowing down.
No.
Overshot that scan again, so I have to go back for it. But yeah, I really liked it. You should play it. You will play it, I'm sure you will, because you quite like Star Wars. So I touched on it there, that this game is everything that I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect anything that I hadn't seen before. Playing the X-Wing VR mission on Battlefront. What I did get though, which was really nice, is I got to go into a TIE fighter, which I had, obviously the X-Wing mission was just one mission, you just played the X-Wing, so it's nice to go into different ships and what have you, and have something of a story, and it's not just a mission. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the old X-Wing games for those who played PC back in the early mid-90s, you know all about the X-Wing games, but I mean, the killer app for this is getting to play it in VR. I can't imagine that this is a game that would sell massively well
If it wasn't.
on Xbox, because it doesn't have the VR.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it could...
Although it's still a Star Wars game, I guess.
It's still a Star Wars game, and for those who are on Xbox, there is EA Play, so, which it is on or something, I believe.
Oh, well, it's on Game Pass Ultimate, but...
Yeah, so it's one that they'll probably will try out
possibly
at some point, but...
But for me, VR's where it was. I wouldn't have wanted to play it without the VR support. Luckily we had that, and that's what I managed to do.
What did you choose for me then?
I can't remember the full name of it now. It's the Atelier game.
Nelky and the Legendary Alchemist.
Nelky and the Legendary Alchemist. Aye, an Atelier game. Did you play it?
I played a bit of it. I will say I didn't play a lot of it.
Right, we'll have a look at what you did do.
Yes.
Go on then. And I asked you to play this one.
Yes. I will have to say I haven't played a lot.
I have to say I was a bit surprised with it, because obviously I sat with you when you were playing it just to see what it was like. Because I've played previous Atelier games, It's different.
It's got city builder elements, and then for me, I mean the battle mechanisms are actually quite good. I'd say. The fact that you've got support characters and they've got your attacking characters, but I don't really like city builders
Well,
that much.
that's what kind of surprised me because all the Atelier games that I've played in the past are just like straight JRPGs, but this has got a little bit more going on. Although it hasn't got like quite as much freedom of exploration, has it?
No.
Like you say, you're kind of stuck in a city that you're building. But anyway, what did you think of it?
I mean, I quite like the art style.
Well, I knew you would like the art style because you love Persona 5 and you like all that anime stuff.
But for me, I found it to be the battle parts. I found quite good. I think the way that you go about collecting all your materials, which you then build your houses with, is quite good. Obviously, this is going up on a long wall. You don't actually have to. You can blaze through it by running, but you don't get materials that way.
No.
So you can only get battles and then the final chest at the end, if there is one. However, I thought for the city building elements, it's alright, but as I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of them. But I found it to be quite.
So part of the game you like, part of the game
Yeah.
not so much. I guess that's fair enough.
Then again, I guess I haven't put as much time into it. So. Now, as I did say, I didn't play a lot of it, but then again, I didn't like most of it. So I think for me it was mainly the building up.
I mentioned it there. It was nothing like the Atelier games that I'd played in the past, which were just pure JRPG. It's kind of like it's a bridge between a pure JRPG and Persona, because Persona doesn't have the free roam either.
No, not really.
You don't have the open overworld on that either.
No.
But you didn't really get into it. I mean, there's bits of it you like, but you didn't
fully get into it, you know. But I'm torn because I do like the combat in it. But I think it is the city building aspects which I don't, which kind of take up quite a lot of your quests and that. So I'm mixed between if I'll go back to it or not. But I might.
at some point I might have a try of it and see what it's like. Because I say I like the Atelier games, but this is a little bit different to the ones that I've seen before. So we'll see. Definitely something different, something that I haven't
came across.
really played before. A sort of city builder, strategy, JRPG hybrid thing. Yeah. I'm not sure that there is another one like it, but no. Anyway, we did that.
Now, what else have you played?
What else have I played?
Yes.
Oh, I've played quite a few things. I think one of the things that I did play, that I've really meant to get around to for a long time and just never did, was I cracked out the PSP and played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. You know that I like a bit of PSP. You also know that I like a bit of Final Fantasy.
Yes.
And this is Crisis Core, which is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. You'll notice that I'm not Cloud. I don't have no Buster Sword. Cloud doesn't have a Buster Sword in this one, and Jules got it.
Well, that'll be because this is before Cloud gets it.
The prequel, but anyone who's familiar with Final Fantasy VII, either the PS1 game or the remaster or the remake, will be very at home. Even though it's a bit, this real-time battle thing is completely different. You'll feel right at home because there's lots of familiar characters pop up. Obviously, you've got Sephiroth there, because a lot of the game revolves around him. The Turks are on here as well. You also run into the likes of Yuffie and Aerith, I don't know why they ever changed the name. That was just confusing. But you see, I'm just taking all these out. Just a couple of swipes of the sword, and off you go. These things are quite annoying, though. All these mechs, because they easily just shoots you.
Yeah, you seem to be having a hard time.
Haha! What we're going to get here then? Oh, it's changing. That looks like that might be a triple Sephiroth.
It does, but it's a very weak one, isn't it?
It's a very weak one. So here we go, special attack. Probably the weakest one that I could get. The 3-2-1 on the score. There you go. Is that taking it out?
Nope.
Told you they were annoying, didn't I? There we go, took it out anyway. So as I said, there's lots there that people who know Final Fantasy VII will be very familiar with. I think if I'd played this when it came out, I would have been blown away by the graphics, because it's such a huge graphical upgrade on the original Final Fantasy VII that it would have just totally blown your mind. But I played it post Final Fantasy VII Remake, so it's a bit of downgrade that way. For me personally, I would prefer turn-based battles.
Combat, yeah.
Not that it was
Bad.
doing the real-time battles, but it just wasn't,
The same.
for me it wasn't as intuitive, if you want. The story's good there, and like I said, it was great to run into characters that you knew.
Well,
I don't know if it's one that I can truly recommend, because like I say, you've now got the remake, so if you want nice fancy graphics, it's the Final Fantasy VII remake, and that's got proper battle system, hasn't it?
no.
Is it not?
No, it's got real time.
Oh god, it has, hasn't
It's got the real time battles in it.
It's the remaster that's got
The remaster's got the proper
yeah,
one.
yeah, well,
But
it's great to take on the go. You know, it's a Final
I
Fantasy
think
VII
that's
on the
one
go.
of the big
But you
things
can
about it.
get the remaster on Switch, so if you want to play on the go,
Which also comes with the remaster for 8 as well. So.
which is the greatest game of all time. So yeah.
But
So yeah, that was good. It was great fun to play through. Great to see some familiar faces. You know, and so it's great to see some faces that you possibly didn't know you wanted to see, like seeing the Turk, seeing Hojo, and that sort of thing. So what else have you played?
well, I've went back to a game that I have completed, but not on the console that I did play on. I've played BioShock Infinite.
No, let's have a look then.
Now, this is BioShock Infinite.
I remember you playing this back in the 360, yeah?
Yeah, 360 when I went on Games with Gold. But this is on the PS5, which I played on this time through the Infinite, through the BioShock collection, which has all 3 of them.
So this isn't like upscaled for a PS5 or anything like that. This is just like the PS Pro version.
Yeah, pretty much. But it does look better than what the original did, I believe. Now,
I've always quite liked the art style of this game. You know, if I played first person shooters, I might even give it a go, but I just don't.
yeah, that's the thing.
But the cartoony art style I've always quite liked. It's not quite as stupid as Borderlands, but it's still got that cartoony vibe about it, I quite like.
Now, this is, I won't say decent way through the story. I have completed it twice so far, but I think this is when you're going to get Shock Jockey. So
So you're just going through a nice little quiet bit here.
well, you have to go through the 2 displays, which are Slate, who you eventually get into a battle with, puts you through.
Oh, I do like the cowardly shitting in the back.
Well, they're walking away from me, aren't they? So.
That's the way to do it. You cowardly shit them in the back, they can't shoot you.
Now, a good thing about playing BioShock Infinite is if you're low on ammo, Elizabeth will actually throw you ammo, health, or salts. So she actually helps quite a lot.
Why not just have them be infinite then? It's just to introduce a new character into the game.
Yeah.
Nope. Say goodnight.
Now, I absolutely love Bioshock Infinite, and
This is the black sheep of the Bioshock
yeah,
it's franchise, though, isn't it? But this is the one you like the most.
yes. I don't know why. I've
Is it the one you played first?
no.
No, so it's
I-
not even that.
I played Bioshock 1 first, actually.
Oh,
I
well.
remember correctly.
No, because usually when people like the black sheep of a franchise is because it was their first taste of it.
No, I think I played Bioshock 1 first, and then I think I barely gave 2 a go, and then I played Infinite and I thoroughly enjoyed Infinite. I think mainly it's because it's more fast paced than some of the others, where it's like the first one you also have to be on the lookout for the big daddies and everything. It's kind of where you have to kind of think it out. Whereas with Infinite, you can just go into it and shoot at all the enemies and just get through it. But for me, it's the best one out of the series, and I would highly recommend it. I think the ways that they've had Elizabeth incorporated into the games better than just going in solo, because you have to then find ammo and everything in the originals, whereas in this one, every once in a while you'll get health salts and ammo.
And she does funny things with making like barriers appear and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
she opens up tears because she's got some power, and yeah, I found it to be quite a really good experience.
Okay then. I think what else I've played. Obviously you get free games where games were gold in PS Plus, and I did play a free one for longer than I should have, to be fair. I played Maneater. This went free on
PS Plus.
PS Plus for PS5 only.
Yes.
Um,
Which I think if
which
you
stinks
did
a
buy,
bit. Stinks a bit if you've got a PS4 because it's available on the PS4 as well. But
I remember if you bought the PS5 version, that they were giving out refunds, though, weren't they?
I know, but with how hard the PS5's been to get a hold of for people, I think it kind of stinks that PS4 players, for whom this game exists, didn't get it. But actually, it's probably not the worst thing in the world because it's not a brilliant game. I mean, it's all right for what it is, and it can be quite good fun bombing around as a shark.
Yeah. But it's not one that you're going to sit down and play
No,
for long periods of
I'm not
time.
going to sink any great amount of time into it. So you can see in this bit, I'm just like sort of going about taking out small prey. There is goals and objectives in this, like you have to take out barracudas, and as you get bigger, take out alligators and that sort of thing. And I mean, it's like I say, it's all right, but I don't think it's a game that anyone's going to sink any more than in just a few hours into.
Every once in a while.
Well, I mean, I might go back to it and play little bits here and there. I mean, it's quite cool when you jump out the water and attack them with that much ferocity that you fly out. But nah, I don't know if I'll go back to it. So as I said there, this went free on PS Plus, but only for PS5 owners, which absolutely stinks when it is a game that's available on PS4 as well. But
It is.
But I think you'd be more upset as a PS4 owner if it was a better game that was exclusive to PS5.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It does what it says on the tin. You get to be a
shark.
You get to be a shark.
And go and just do what
I
shark
mean,
do.
I kind of got drawn in. I thought, oh, this is great, and you'll get, and you can eventually become a megalodon. I thought, oh, that's going to be absolutely brilliant. It takes so long to get there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was into it, and I'm still, really battling with alligators. It seems a million miles away from being the megalodon where you can just go and create havoc on the beach. But there you go. We got it. I tried it. I'm not sure that I'll continue playing it.
I mean, I might try it to see if I might enjoy it, but it's one of those games where I say it's free, so if you can get it, you might as well get it.
Well, that's it. It's one of those games that you saw in the shops and you thought, oh, will I buy that? And yeah, well, why would I want to buy it? Because I probably only play it for a few hours. Well, I did only play it for a few hours, so it was worth the price of free that I paid for
To
it.
be fair though, for PlayStation 4 owners, I believe that if a game for PS5, which is a PS5 game that goes on PS Plus, if you go onto the PlayStation website, you can just put it to your library, and that's
I don't know. I just because like when I get them straight on the PS5.
yeah. I think you can get them on through the website and just add it to your library. So
Although you'll not be able to get Manita now because they've switched the games up.
to control and not, but yeah.
Anyway, what else did you play?
Well, I love shooters, and particularly,
I know you love shooters.
and I particularly love the Call of Duty franchise, and I've been playing the most recent iteration of the series, Cold War.
You do like a Call of Duty, don't
I
you?
definitely do like a Call
You,
of Duty.
you play these every year.
Yes.
See, to me, they usually look pretty much like the same game every year.
But they all have different stories.
Oh, right, okay.
So obviously this one being Black Ops Cold War, so this one out.
And it has got Ronnie Reagan in it, hasn't it?
Yes, it does.
I thought you were playing a bit with Ronnie Reagan.
But I actually found the campaign to be quite enjoyable. I know that quite a lot of people don't like other campaigns because they're a bit too over the top. I think this one's quite well balanced throughout, to be honest.
But it's based around a real conflict, isn't it?
Yeah, I also quite like the fact that you can play old Activision games as well. I think you quite like
Yep, that did play through Enduro, didn't it?
and a bit of River Raid.
Yeah, a bit of River Raid's brilliant though. That's the best thing about this game. River Raid and Enduro.
But I also quite like the fact that in the safe house briefings you can actually just go around and talk to your fellow people and just get to know them a bit
And
more.
more importantly, you can ignore them and play River Raid and Enduro.
But no.
2600 for the win.
Also, I've found multiplayer is actually quite good on this game, and zombies making a return is always quite enjoyable for me, being quite a big zombies fan myself, and I'm also quite liking the fact that all the downloadable content's free in this game.
You should say as well you're playing this on Series X, aren't
Yes.
you? It's a demonstrably better game than the standard game.
I found the graphics are better, but in some places it kind of glitches a bit because it's trying to run them graphics, and then I believe in Echoes of a Cold War mission it kind of glitched on some of the tables, but apart from that it's not. It's definitely graphically better.
It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get your money's worth out of a new machine. Why are you just hitting them when you've got a gun?
Well, because you can do takedowns, can't you? And then you don't have to use your bullets. Here we go, take out the last one.
I thought you said so you could save your bullets.
Well, I used his pistol. Now, I really do like this one. I think graphically it looks amazing. I think the story of the campaign's really good, and how you can do stuff in the I think it's the compound for the CIA, because in this one you work at the CIA and everything, going up against Perseus, who has somehow gotten all the control over nukes all over Europe. So, but I think also just the fact that zombies is back is another thing that kind of draws me into it, because for me zombies is one of those most...
See, but you buy into the whole thing though, don't you? You see so much online and think, oh, Call of Duty is really shit apart from zombies.
No, I've been playing zombies since like World of War.
But you play like the whole game, don't you? You play
Yeah.
the campaign and you play the multiplayer and all the rest of it.
And it's just a really amazing game, personally for me. I think that for those who do like Call of Duty, I think it's a must play.
I think they always look quite good, the Call of Duty games. I mean, I'm not into
You're not
them.
into first-person shooters.
They always look great. And this one looks particularly nice on the Series X. With all the bells and whistles that you get with that. Although you said that there's a couple of graphical glitches in it.
Yeah, which for some reason don't happen in the normal Xbox One.
Yeah, well,
But obviously for those when it doesn't glitch up, it
I'm
looks
sure
much better.
I'm sure it'll get patched up
Yeah.
at some point. Well, actually, Activision maybe won't get patched out.
To be fair,
Maybe they'll sell you a microtransaction to patch it out.
No, to be
You
to be fair,
have to find it in a loot box that you have to pay
Treyarch,
for.
because there's so many. I think there's 3 main developers that get to work on the ideas. This one being Treyarch, being a Black Ops game. They have put out. I remember when you started off, there was a message saying that they've got a commitment to positivity. So it's just they found out a glitch in how to fix it. They'll patch it out. So, and that's actually been happening quite regularly in multiplayer. And that's it.
Oh, well, as long as they're doing it, I suppose that's all you can ask of them.
So what else have you been playing then?
Well, since you haven't given it a huge amount of love, I had a little put Steam on that new PC and played through a game that I played through God knows how many times back in the day. But this is the HD remake version of Age of Empires 2. Well, you can see that here, just a little look around my settlement. There's a little bit of an army being created. You see down at the bottom there I've got a few lined up ready to go, and I'm going to need a few of them because there's a bloody big castle to take down.
But you tend to quite like the Age of Empires games, don't you?
I do. I've liked them. Oh God, as long as I've been making them. Since I saw the first one, way back on. God, was it a Windows 98 machine? Might even have been a Windows 95 machine that I played it on. But you can see I've got my farms there. I've got my stables. I've got my barracks. I'll just select all them. You can see I've already made a start on this castle. So it's not looking great for them. I'll just send all these. This is just a load of champions I've got. So yeah, they could be in trouble here. Just hope that I don't get ambushed as the fog of war lifts, and I don't want to get around this corner and just see that there's like a million cavalry or something. So far so good. But of course, there's archers in the castle.
Yeah, so it's not going to be as
Oh,
straightforward.
they've got a navy in the water. Did you see? Just got a little glimpse there. But here comes the cavalry. Too little, too late, boys. I'm awesome at this. Now, RTS games is one of my favourite kind of games that there is. The problem with them is that they're so bloody time consuming. But I have put a good amount of time into it this month. I haven't gone through the whole campaign.
Because that would take ages.
Or campaigns, because there's several of them. But I've dabbled a bit in playing the odd skirmish and that sort of thing. Completed 1.5 of the campaigns. So really did sink time into it. Still really like the game. As far as HD remakes go, or remaster, or whatever you want to call them, I don't think this one's particularly brilliant. I don't see that there's a massive leap in graphics. But it's still the same game. It's the game that you want to play. So
that's what you can really ask
yeah,
for, though, isn't it?
Really like my time going back to it, and I don't know how this got me want to play another RTS, but I'm not sure which one. You never know. I might play another one next month.
There's that many there.
There is, and I've got lots of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done that. What about you?
Well, for me, I found that I was playing Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. Now,
You like Persona 5,
I do like
but this
Persona
isn't
5.
Persona 5.
This isn't the
This is a
Persona 5.
spin-off.
This is the dancing game slash rhythm game. It's Persona 5 Dancing and Starlight to go with its full title.
Right, okay.
And this is the actual Last Surprise version because they do remixes of the songs on this.
Right, okay. So that song, this is like the battle theme, is it?
I think it's in the first one,
Alright.
or something. It's one of the most recognisable songs out of the game, to be fair.
So these dancers, these are the characters of Persona 5
Yes.
as well, and right, see, I know what's going on. I've played a little bit of Persona 5. I can't believe you had to go at me for playing Pro Bull Riding. This is Pro Bull Riding. It's exactly the same.
No, it's not.
It's,
This is more Dance Dance Revolution.
right, okay, it lasts a bit longer. Right, see, little 8-second bursts of Dance Dance Revolution was good for me.
But no, I've actually finished all the songs now on this on the easiest difficulty, I believe, and
I'll get the difficulty band
I
up.
know I'm gonna have to go back and play it through on harder difficulties, but yeah, I found it to be quite good fun.
So I get the taps and I get the holds. What's the circles that keep coming up? What do you do with them?
Right, you mean the ones that are like multicoloured?
Aye.
Right, so if you collect 5
What's
of them,
them?
right, so
Are
they're
they
double
just-
hits.
All right. Okay.
So the ones where you do it is you have to press up or down on the right stick, so it either scratches, which doesn't really do a lot except from up your combo. But the fever one gives you more points, I believe, during a certain bit. For this song, you only get 2, and if you do a scratch on 3 of them, then you'll just get the fever for a certain amount of time.
Okay. I'm none the wiser. But so long as you understand it, I guess that's all that matters. There's another one.
There we go. Now,
We're starting to see a lot of rhythm games in these monthly recaps now.
Yes.
You like them?
I really do like them, and I found that I love Persona 5 as the original game, and this one is, for me, a really good sort of short experience where you can go back, revisit the characters and everything, and
It doesn't strike me as a game that you would play if you hadn't played Persona
Persona
5 though.
no, and I feel as if it's kind of like you would find it more enjoyable having played through Persona 5 or playing through a bit of it, because then you notice all the characters and then you realise all the songs that you're playing and everything.
Yeah, you
and,
get
where it's from and that. So
you get that hit from it, which is different to Persona 4, which had Persona 4 Arena as the spin-off of that.
it also did have a rhythm game.
Did it? But what I'm saying with Arena though is you played Arena but never played the base game Persona 4.
No,
And
well,
you
no,
liked
I
it.
played
You played
Persona 4.
you liked it every bit as much as I did, having played through Persona 4. You didn't need because it was a better. I think it was a better standalone game.
Probably, but obviously I have played a bit of Persona 4 on the VR. But no, it's one of the 3 Persona dancing games. Because you've got one for 3, you've got the one for 4, which if you want on PS4 you have to get the bundle, and then you've got Persona 5.
Well,
But brilliant game, all the same.
you certainly played through it, that's for sure. And it's a little bit of a spoiler for when we do our pickups video because
It's not been shown yet.
you kind of picked up and just started playing it
Yeah.
straight away.
That's how games are meant to be played, though, isn't it?
That's true. So you were playing that. I played a PlayStation exclusive game. It came as part of the PS Plus collection on PS5.
And it was on PS Now for a bit, wasn't it?
Might well have been.
Yeah,
but
it
I
was.
played it on PS5.
Yeah.
But I get the best.
Graphics.
Well, I get the best experience of the game.
Yeah, it runs more fluid and it has
Yep.
a bit of graphic upgrades on it. It runs off the PS4 Pro version, though, doesn't it?
Probably, aye. So the game that I was playing was Days Gone. This game is just... do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
It's like a ROM hack of Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, you can see the thing popped up there because I'm playing it on PS5 because obviously you want to get the best experience when you're playing these games. Yeah, it's like a ROM hack. It's all the same mechanics as there. The sneaky hiding in the bushes, taking out the enemies and what have you.
I think at one point you even said that this is what the Walking Dead Survival Instinct should have been.
Aye. I mean, it's a brilliant game. Because like we're at a stage in culture where zombie things is everywhere, and if it is like probably the definitive zombie game at the moment, because it has got that. It's not well. It's got hordes in it, but it's like a living, breathing world. But like I say, it's like a ROM hack of Horizon Zero Dawn. All the same gameplay mechanics are there, except instead of a robotic horse, you've got a motorbike. That's not a bad thing because Horizon Zero Dawn's a brilliant game too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just really liked playing through this. I don't think I'm a massive way into the story.
But I'm guessing you're going to continue it.
But it's something that I'll keep chipping away at because it's a massive amount of fun. And I don't know why I'm sneaking here because I've quite clearly taken out all the zombies.
Yeah.
And obviously like I say, you've got a motorbike, so you have to find scrap parts and what have you. So
Fuel.
Yeah, having a little look around. Every time you see like abandoned vehicles, you have to go for it.
Bit of scrap.
Of course. Why would there be scrap metal around cars? Surely it'd be on the side of an upturned porta shitter. Anyway. Oh, some wildlife. Now, I don't... You can probably kill them and loot food or something for them. But I haven't actually done that. Who the hell are you? Take that. Right. Try and nick mask. So like I said there, anyone who's played Horizon Zero Dawn, you just have to play this game. It's absolutely a must play, especially while we're waiting for the PS5 Horizon game to come out, which, looking forward to that one as well.
There's so many games that are coming out which are expanding on series though.
But that's always been the case in video gaming.
For like PlayStation exclusives though. So you've got the God of War 1 coming out, and then you've got Horizon Zero Dawn. And they're expanding on the reboot of God of War, it's expanding on Horizon, which is
just how video games work. You get something that works and they just keep going back to it and back to it. That's why at the minute you're playing Call of Duty 578. It's true though.
Anyway.
It's just recycle the same thing over and over again. So long as you can do something that tweaks it slightly to make it more enjoyable. Like with Days Gone, if I think that had been a straight sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, which it quite easily could have been because the two games are so similar, I don't think it would have been as interesting as setting it in a completely different world, where it's zombies instead of robots.
Yeah.
So for me, putting that one in the middle is great, and then when the next Horizon game does come out, it's got to seem like something fresh again, which is that's how it should be.
But it now comes to the point where we have to choose games for each other.
Oh dear.
So what have you chosen for me then?
This is going to be another spoiler for a pickups video, but I'm going to let you play a PS5 game, which I think was a PS4 game. It is Devil May Cry 5. It's the PS5 version.
I've already started playing this as well, haven't I? Which is amazing because it means I'm going to go further in it and everything. And it's one that I'll definitely sink a lot of time into.
Like, make sure you do.
I will. Now, for you I've chosen a game that we've recently got. And because you like racing games, I've chosen you. Gran Turismo.
I know, but I've just been playing lots of Forza, so I bet I'll give it a go because obviously I do like racing games, but this might be hard for me to get into because this is more simulation than Forza's.
Well, I thought because you like racing games, it's probably one of the most recent ones that we've got. So.
And I'll have to set up the VR again.
Well, you've already sort of got it set up anyways.
Well, I've got it out.
Yeah.
Because I've had to set up for playing Squadrons. Yeah. Well, we'll give that a go and see how much fun we'll have with that one then.
But
I'm sure we will. But
it.
that's it for this video. So, if you haven't already, please
Give us a like, a share, and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified when we upload, and we will see you in the next video.